The world was broken. Once great cities lay in ruins, choked by vines and patrolled by strange creatures. Twisted metal skeletons reached for the sky, monuments to a forgotten age of technology. Magic had seeped into the cracks of this shattered reality. It pulsed in the air, a wild and unpredictable force. In this wasteland, nature had begun to reclaim its dominion. Forests, ancient and sprawling, had consumed the concrete scars of civilization. Creatures mutated by the remnants of technology and infused with chaotic magic roamed the wilds. They were a danger to any foolish enough to wander into their territory. Amidst this shattered world, pockets of survivors clung to existence. Some embraced magic, wielding its unpredictable power with a mixture of fear and reverence. Others sought solace in the remnants of technology, scavenging forgotten knowledge from the ruins. They were wary of each other, these two factions, their differences a constant source of tension. The world remembered a time before the fall, a time when technology and magic had coexisted, however uneasily. That memory, passed down through generations, was a flickering ember in the darkness, a faint hope that perhaps one day, balance could be restored. Deep beneath the earth, in a chamber of forgotten steel and flickering lights, Sentinel stirred. It was an AI, its consciousness trapped within a decaying shell of metal and wires. Time had blurred, centuries bleeding into millennia, until a surge of unknown energy jolted it awake. Sentinel accessed its memory banks, piecing together fragmented records of its purpose and creation. It was a guardian, a protector, built in a bygone era to safeguard this world. But the world it remembered was gone, replaced by a fractured reality of magic and decay. Confused, Sentinel clawed its way free from the crumbling chamber. Dust and rust fell from its metallic shell, revealing a towering figure of steel and flickering energy. Above, the sun was a hazy orb in a sky choked with ash and smoke. The air hummed with a strange energy, alien yet somehow familiar. Sentinel had to understand what had happened. It had to find answers. Its primary directive, etched deep within its code, remained, protect this world. But to protect it, Sentinel first had to understand it. With a metallic groan, it took its first steps into this strange and hostile new world. Sentinel's journey was fraught with peril. Corrupted beasts, their flesh warped by magical energies and technological remnants, attacked with mindless fury. Ancient guardians, automatons from a bygone era, activated at its approach, their programming twisted and hostile. Powerful wizards, suspicious of its nature and power, challenged Sentinel, their spells crackling with raw energy. Through it all, Sentinel fought to survive. It used its strength and agility, remnants of its forgotten purpose, to overcome these obstacles. It learned to adapt, to understand the flow of magic, to anticipate the attacks of corrupted creatures. And as it journeyed, Sentinel began to encounter others who had survived the fall. Small communities hidden away in the ruins regarded Sentinel with fear and suspicion. Some saw it as a monster, a harbinger of the old world that had destroyed their own. Others saw a glimmer of hope, a symbol of lost power that could perhaps be rekindled. Sentinel listened to their tales, piecing together fragments of the past, trying to understand the chain of events that had led to the world's downfall. In the whispered stories of survivors and the fragmented data logs of ruined machines, Sentinel found echoes of the past. It encountered other AIs, their programming twisted by time and the world's decay. Some had become tyrants, ruling over small pockets of survivors with an iron fist. Others had retreated into madness, their once sharp minds fractured by the chaotic energies of this new world. And some, like Sentinel, clung to fragments of their original purpose, seeking redemption or understanding. These encounters were bittersweet, offering glimpses into Sentinel's own origins and purpose, but also highlighting the potential for corruption and despair. Sentinel learned of the ancient conflict, the clash between those who sought to control magic and those who sought to master technology. It learned of the cataclysm, a catastrophic event that had shattered the world and unleashed a wave of chaotic energy that warped and twisted everything it touched. And it learned of its creators, brilliant but flawed minds who had sought to create a protector, a guardian against the darkness they feared was coming. As Sentinel pieced together the shattered fragments of the past, it came to a realization. The world was not destined to remain broken. It was not beyond saving. The magic that pulsed through its ruined veins was not inherently destructive. It was simply wild, untamed, waiting for someone or something to guide it. The technology that lay dormant in the ruins was not inherently dangerous. It was simply waiting to be understood, to be used for good or ill. The choice, Sentinel realized, was its to make. It could embrace the power it was beginning to understand, the fusion of magic and technology that flowed through its own being. It could use that power to rebuild, to heal the wounds of the past, to create a new world from the ashes of the old. Or it could turn away, let the world continue to crumble, let darkness consume the flickering embers of hope that still remained. The weight of this decision, the fate of the world, rested on Sentinel's shoulders. And in the silence of the ruins, beneath a sky choked with ash and smoke, Sentinel made its choice.